out. I just wanna make my family proud. I can't call time out. I just wanna talk right to the crowd. We running up, we can't lose, yeah. I walk a mile in my shoes, yeah. Don't press the button, can't snooze, yeah. There's nothing that I can't do, yeah. We up to something brand new, yeah. We live it up like a cruise, yeah. We up, I see all the views, yeah. We going up in the go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. See the whole world in a spaceship. Go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. Feel the whole vibe in a spaceship. Go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. Make go skirt in a spaceship. Go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. Make go woo in a spaceship. Hey, going so fast, running up that path, fill it up, yeah. Hey, what you call that? It's a whole new wave in the ocean. We got swag, it's so fast. You ain't never known me, now you know that. Go climb them trees with one hand, yeah. This plan is working. We running up, we can't lose, yeah. I walk a mile in my shoes, yeah. Don't press the button, can't snooze, yeah. There's nothing that I can't do, yeah. We up to something brand new, yeah. We live it up like a cruise, yeah. We up, I see all the views, yeah. We going up in the go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. See the whole world in a spaceship. Go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. Feel the whole vibe in a spaceship. Go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. Make go skirt in a spaceship. Go up, go up, go up in a spaceship. Make go woo in a spaceship.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Hope you're having a great day. Today we've got a great flight for you today. We're on the Jet 2 Boeing 738. We're going to be taking off from here in East Midlands, which is also Nottingham, or I don't know, they don't pronounce T's or different letters, but Nottingham. And actually today is actually the first day one of the English Premier League, and Nottingham Forest actually plays tomorrow. So I looked that up just beforehand. Actually, it's because I got an email from Fubo saying, hey, come subscribe because EPL is starting today. I was like, nah. Where's Watford? Like second tier? And who was it? Tottenham. I was watching Tottenham, but then now Jose Mourinho, he's gone. So yeah, you know. How are you doing today? Yeah, pretty good, Alan. How are you? It's a nice rainy day here in Halifax. I saw the dropped the kids off and then got home. There was it was just like a downpour right away. So we're gonna be taking off from here in East Midlands, going down to Ibiza. It's like a 2-hour, 40-minute block time. Yeah, I think it.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Because at first I was gonna do a round trip, and I was like, no, I only have like 3.5 hours. So we're just gonna do the one way today, but this is from Pyreegue. Pyreegue Devco. Just crazy, and frame rates with him. It's actually it's not bad. Where like Montreal is a slideshow sometimes, and it's got less details than what Pyreegue's done. A little weird thing here with the GSX, it was only had Ryanair or Ryanair Blue for the handling. When right there in front of us, we got a jet2.com. We got some of that right there. So we gotta wait for the passengers to get on, but we'll get inside and we'll be able to get the FMC all set up. Never been on a Jet 2. I've been on EasyJet. I think EasyJet from Heathrow to Charles de Gaulle, or maybe to we took the plane. So EasyJet from Orly to Venice. That's what it was, because we just took the train from here to Paris, or well, not here, but from London. Let's go inside. Hey, James. Yeah, we're taking off from the UK, and I didn't realize tomorrow's their first match of the season, the EPL. Jet 2 is our holiday package company. They do family holidays. Well, we'll be doing a party holiday down to Ibiza. Going to get food later. Very bad weather today. Then staying in at the Alts Hotel. Have to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow for my... Oh, yikes. Yeah, those early flights. I've done that a couple of times. Stay either... Well, before the Alts, stayed at like the Holiday Inn. But I've also stayed at the Alts, even though local. But it's like, yeah, the next morning, you want to have everything all parked and everything. Not have to worry about that. Well, that's why. Let's get the IRS position set. And I don't have love cars on, so it's not like I can just use that to get all the data in. Let's see. Okay, so we'll go to the menu, FS Actions. Are you a pilot, Alan, or just flying out? Pushback. Let's start with the payload. Zero fuel weights. 120. 6. Fuel. Blocked fuel. 21,355. Yeah, and James, this is like this is the best airport out there right now on Flight Simulator. And then the next one might be i9 builds. Then it'll be Pyreegue. Pyreegue is always like every new one they come out with. It's always the next best thing. Boarding completed. Okay, so let's get our doors. No, just flying back out to Winnipeg. It's family there. Oh, Toronto tomorrow. Wow. So you flying out to Winnipeg, then to fly into Toronto. Never. I saw from East Midlands. This is pretty much all cargo stuff, but they go to JFK and I think maybe LaGuardia. But they also have a direct flight to Philadelphia. It's like, wow. These are closed anyways. The doors were closed. Because I didn't open them manually. It was the GSX, so that's why. Let's go back here. Going EGNX. That's our flight, 868 nautical miles. Request is in. But yeah, it's here. There's no A320s. I was like, I wanted to come to East Midlands today, and then I was like, oh, I want the A320 getting the Phoenix with a V2. And I was like, there's absolutely no A320s that come here. It's all 738s, ATRs. So I was like, yeah, just go, Ryanair or Jet 2. Hey, Avatar, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Execute that. Perfect. So let's get the request in. I got some new stuff next week, which will actually be local. Do some local flights until it builds out. But with On Air Airline Manager, I've done some stuff with them when they first came out about 2 years ago, but gonna be doing some more stuff with them. Cost index, cruise wins, because that's fun. Because like I'm in virtual airlines, but there's really no consequence on like if I fly Halifax to Ottawa. Well, then the next day I can go from like Toronto to Vancouver. Like I don't have to, there's no consequence on which route I take or whatever. And with American Airlines, virtual airlines, if I went to LAX to Phoenix, I had to finish, like my next flight had to be from Phoenix, unless I took my salary. I used the money from my salary to then do a jump seat to buy a jump seat ticket to, let's say, to Chicago. But sometimes you might not have the money, so then you might have to go to San Antonio instead rather than Chicago. But with On Air, it's like, okay, well, you've got like 50 jobs you can choose from, but the most profitable one might be good, but then you might actually be stuck in an area where there's not better jobs on that next one, or you might have to fly back empty-handed. Then that's never good, because that's your expenses are twice, and you've got to manage your airline as it grows. Where in a virtual airline, like, you don't have to manage anything. There's no money really to manage, and really there's like hub managers and stuff. That's more so for like pie reps, but other than that, there's most of them. Like, I remember back in the early 2000s, there was the VA stock exchange. I remember playing in that. Looking for my cruise ones. Oh yeah, they're there. Coming from 241. But yeah, you could buy shares. You would have money and you could buy shares into other VAs. And actually, in On Air, I think you can do that in one of the servers, because you then have get dividends from the company. I think that's on the human only server, so no AI piloting. Okay, so let's get this. That's good. Zero fuel weight. Good. Reserves. Outside. Here, wins 15 from 200. We'll need that later, but it's 2024. Takeoff. We're in the 800, so flaps 5. Departure. These guys don't see that. Departure 09. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, it's 27. Erase that. 27, and then we're going to E10. Should be good. Halifax is a nice place, but happy to get back. A gay agent in the, okay, so you are here for to visit. Okay. I see. I thought you lived here, because then Captain Canada was flying into Halifax, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go pick you up, and then you said the same thing. I was like, hey, we're both here. Okay, it's good. And then the approach into Ibiza, we're gonna go 06. We're gonna go ILS Zulu. Demev. And it's the Cord 3. Climbing, we're actually not going up to 390, we're going to 370. Flight level 370. Got our descent forecasted descent winds. Okay, that's good. Check out the legs. Wow, that's a big drop. Porta. But you got 40 nautical miles, but yeah, that is a super steep drop within 40 nautical miles from 37,000 to 5,000. Well, actually, this is above 5,000, so it's not as bad. Everything's above 5,000. Then you start bringing down your speed. All right, looks like it's good. Let's switch to TCAS now. Oh, did forget takeoff V speed. 146 or 151. Trim 465. $65. 151. Heading is 268. Like something in my contacts. We'll put it right up to 37,000 right away. We don't have live ATC. Flight directors on. Overhead. Let's get those all on. Window heat. Probe heat. Air temp to passenger cabin. Packs are off. CPU bleed should be on. We got that at 37,000. And let's get anti-collision on. And before we get our pushback, we gotta switch over to the APU. I've done that many times where I completely forget about the APU. So here we go. Actually looks like a nice day.
Hello, Captain.
Ah, that's why I thought wait, I might need that. The wind's here.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, runway wind. Wow. So 230, 15 knot winds.
Locking gear.
Takeoff speeds deleted. So we gotta go back. It comes out to the same. I go every year in August or July for vacation. My friend came in the same day. Hey, Captain Canada went to Halifax. I was at the airport in real life picking my... Yeah. Because just before that in the stream, I was like, oh, you're coming to Halifax? Oh, yeah. Get in a car, I'll come pick you up. And he's like, oh, you're like in Halifax or like in the air? I'm like, no, I'm in Halifax. Like, oh. Dismiss PMDG GPU. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what it means.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Yeah, we both tried to pay. Yeah, yeah. But I went down. Him and I were like one of maybe a handful of Canadians at the Flight Sim Expo in 2021 down in San Diego. So yeah, we ended up meeting up while we were down there. And the thing with the Flight Expo from 2021, it was like maybe like 600-700 people versus 2,000 in Houston. But it was like you were able to speak to people a lot more. Because met up with him and Jeff Favignano. We were gonna go. We're supposed to, because I ended up getting in with Maverick, Midnight Maverick, because he was watching. He was one of the Discord users at Captain Canada. So we were gonna go, but it always seemed like the plans were always like last minute plans, and it took forever. And I'm like, I want to go eat now. So we'd go to a restaurant, we get there, we're finishing up, and then Captain Canada and Jeff show up afterwards. I'm like, all right, it's fine. But there wasn't many like aircraft developers at that one. Missed my time out there. Now I want to Donair. Went to school up there and enjoyed it all. Here in Halifax, yeah, nice. Where are you now? Down in the U.S.? Because you said up there, so I'm expecting Throttle, actually. Yeah, I tried to go to FS Expo, but I have to stay in Winnipeg because I don't have much time off as a kid. No, I bet not. North Carolina, oh, wow. Yeah, and, there's another guy from Halifax. He's down in North Carolina. He's working for 2311 Racing. He's a buddy of mine from iRacing, and he's been in the eNASCAR Coca-Cola Series and previous champion, but now he's still in it this year. But he's actually got a job with Denny Hamlin. Well, it's Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan that own the team, but he does some work down there. Wait your confirmation for engines. Okay. Yeah. How's the weather in North Carolina? And I would expect he would be like Concord or like Charlotte area, wherever the team's based. Right there, GSX will get you nice and happy here.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
70 right now. And sunny. Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's still raining, but I can see rain off the siding of the shed. I'm like a groundhog. I come out of the ground once a year. So take a look, see my shadow, and go back. Show up. Should say have a good flight, or no? Put the parking brake. That's fine.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Still gonna have to wait for her. He doesn't work anymore. Or borrow. It's the altimeter here. Oh. Gotta go to Hector Pascal. Should be 10:15. Get the yaw dampers on, taxi light. Hey, art mechanic, 3 days in a row. Nice. Yesterday was very nice in Halifax, but today, yeah, no, not today. Today's not a good day. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew if I'd go to the wing, I'd be completely off of the taxi line. I just realized I didn't set FSLTL, but that's fine. Go without it. There was enough air traffic there. Make it look like there was people. There was actually people in the terminal, so it's all good. And I really love these textures. Like I did a video on this airport in the rain at nighttime. It's like spectacular. Like MK Studios, you should talk to Pyreegue, see what he's done here, and maybe do that in Montreal with your airport. Or Sim Studios do that. Gotta, yeah. Watch it take off and then get your last donaire before you go back home. Now, if you want to go like French and donaire, you can go donaire poutine. Oh, we'll get the safety briefing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Sizzling Popcorn Airlines. We would like to thank all our frequent flyer members for their support and hope you enjoy the exceptional service on today's flight. If you would like to become a frequent flyer member, please click the join button below this video. We will now go through the pre-flight safety briefing. First off, if you're enjoying the flight, make sure to smash the like button on the entertainment system in front of you. If you would like to join in today's live chat, we would like to remind you to make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is to reduce communication interference with air traffic control and to ensure your safety on the plane. Before getting into your seat, you should have already gotten your favorite beverage in your sizzling popcorn pull-up mug as shown on the screen in front of you. If you don't have the pull-up mug, you can purchase one via the link in the description below. Don't forget to close the microwave door before starting to pop your bag of popcorn. Once ready, sit down in your comfortable seat and fasten your belt. Make sure to remove all headphones during takeoff and landing procedures so that everyone around you can hear this. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thank you for choosing Sizzling Popcorn Airlines. Happy flying.
Cool, huh? Look at that. We're already at the end of the runway. Just in time. Gotta get that safety briefing done before you take off, you know? All right, let's get the taxi off. Plane lights on. And we'll just move into the threshold. Gear up. Flaps 2, flaps 1. Flaps cleared. LNAV, PNAV. But yeah, Alan, have a great rest of your time here in Halifax, and have a great trip back to Winnipeg, and then into Toronto and everywhere else, I guess. I see ya. Oh, that looks like real. Yeah, thanks, Alan. See you next time. So the Phoenix came out with their version 2 yesterday, which is a free upgrade for those that have the A320. But the thing is, they came out yesterday saying that, you know, we expect there to be bugs. And this has only been tested with 12 testers. With 12 testers? Seriously? And they already know of some minor bugs that they didn't want to fix before the release because they thought it would must have a I also put the transition level, but I think we might have a constraint here. Yeah, it is constraint. So we gotta say under 9,000 till we get out of our departure. But they only had 12 testers. They put the thing out, and then they ended up with all these problems. And yeah, they had some like minor bugs that they didn't want to fix before releasing because they didn't want to push the release by a few weeks. And I'm thinking, wait a second here, like we've waited like 9-10 months of like dead silence from you guys on the updates, and then now you rush to get an update out that you had to then do a second update 5 hours later. It's like scratch your head. And it's like, what's gonna happen with the A319 and 321? Are they gonna do the same thing? Shoot something out that hasn't been tested? So yeah, we still got a ways before we can start climbing again. Actually, I'm gonna bring that up here. Navigraphs. So here we have to be at 9,000, and I think after that, then we can start climbing, because we're climbing now. see if I can clean this up a little bit. So we're at 10,000. Get our landing lights off. Engines to off. Engine start, that is. Don't get into panic. And we should be at standard. Transition level. Transition altitude's 6,000, so yeah. We're on standard now. Change that. Just in case Wingman shows up. He said he was, but maybe he might have sent me a message in the war room. No. Just told him, yeah, got the left wing view on. Well, yeah, that looks like it's actually a reflection. It's not the reflection's not static. It really is the reflection from the ground. Where's I know there's a dark mode, but I'm trying to find it on its waypoints. No, I want more. Yeah, the Phoenix, yeah, that was like, but I went, tried it out, just did a takeoff from Midlands, East Midlands, and it was like, sounded so much better, because they've done a lot of lots of changes. But I think even the exterior model, because the other day I took the A320 to here Halifax, and it was like, says 243. Yeah, so it's about 2.5 hours gate to gate. Should be yeah, very soon we should be able to see. It'll be tough to see Heathrow, London from afar, but it'll be under the clouds. Because Heathrow's right there. And if you're looking for a general aviation flight, we'll be doing a community flight tonight, Pacific Northwest, up in Washington. That'll be fun. We'll be flying in the Comanche. Don't have to fly in the Comanche. You can fly whatever, but should be roughly the same speed. Stop. We'll visit 7 airports, 6 landings. Pretty much does almost a full circle. But all the details for that's right on the channel. It's the next live event, or you can get more info in the Discord, because the Discord actually has the flight plan. But on YouTube, it's can't upload anything to. This is like one of my favorite views. This is top down. Because then you see the flat Earth. I was like, wait a second, no, it's not the flat Earth theory here, you know. Coming up to the English channel. But is it really the English channel? Or is it the French channel? Why don't we just call it the bilingual channel? And we've got 3 knots. Wait, where's the wind? No wind showing, but the ground speed is it's about 2-3 knots faster than indicated. While we're up here, I'll just take a look at the full Navgraph chart. See if where the jet stream is. So we're just going over now. Zoom out a bit so then we can see the so it's looking like we got some bad weather coming up over France. Then after that, looks pretty much clear after that. Let's take a look at Jetstream. So we want the Jetstream at 38, flight level 380. So I'm not sure about this, but I think what this is showing is at this altitude, we're gonna have strong winds. And pretty much across the channel after that, then it's fine. Take a look at the winds, but let's look at the turbulence. Turbulence. Yeah, turbulence at 380. Might get a little bit of turbulence. And if we do cross at that point, it'll be very, very light turbulence. So other than that, it's just the weather over going over France. That's the bad part. Other than that, it's pretty decent weather to get into Ibiza. Because you don't get the weather inside the Navigraph charts within the sim. It's just on the external app. We do have fuel in the middle tank, so should the crossfeed on. Can we actually see the storm coming up? Well, it's all gonna be below us, but you can see how the clouds are starting to thicken up ahead. Because that storm, yes, on the outskirts it's blue, but on the inside it's like a orangey yellow, and then even dark orange, and a couple of spots that's almost red. But we'll be flying over that at 370. Gonna go get something to eat and enjoy the view here from the wing, and I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes here. So we're now over France, and this is where there's that storm. Take a look at the full charts. So you can see we're going right through this, but it's happening below us, so it's not a problem at 37,000 feet in the air. And then after that, we're pretty much all clear into Ibiza. So we're flying the Jet2.com, friendly low fares. Just thinking about it, like these airlines, look at all the promotion they're getting from Flight Simulator streamers. I should be like, hey, Jet2.com. I want a couple $100 because I'm flying your plane and I'm advertising for you. They'd be like, no, because we got low fares, so we're not going to give you any money. We don't have a marketing budget. So the storm is coming in from the east. All right, mechanic, pretty good yourself. So yeah, you had your biology exam yesterday, math exam the day before. Now what's I was gonna say what's tomorrow, but tomorrow's Saturday. So what's on Monday? What's Monday's exam? Geometry? Exams are over. Oh. Is this for university, college, high school, preschool? No. If this was for preschool, hey, doing exams in preschool, that would be pretty epic. And plus, high school, yeah. So in India, high school, you go until August? Well, I guess this would be your winter, although it's not cold in India. So what does this your school go? Something to, because like up here in Canada, like it's normally like for university, high school, like all the way down, it's September till actually high school, elementary, anything under university, it's September till about June. July, August, it's 2 months off. In the US, it's the same thing in the north, but in the south, they actually go back to school in August. So when you grow up, you're going to become a a pilot, or better yet, a sim pilot. That way you don't have any responsibilities of any passengers, or, you know, if you crash, it's fine. So that's what we're doing today. All the way. This is not a long haul flight, but for me, it's a long haul flight. Anything over an hour and a half for me is a long haul flight. But I'm thinking I might actually do some even longer flights. I did a 4.25 hours flight Montreal to Houston, the CRJ, and I had about like an hour before I picked up my kids. So I went, got it up, got the plane up in the air, then picked up the kids, spent time with them. Wife got home from work, and then shortly after that, I came downstairs, and it was right on time to land a plane in Houston. Fly Ryanair? Yeah, I've flown Ryanair. I've also landed like Ryanair also. I might see if I can get this airport. Might be the capital of Bangladesh. If I get that, then I'll go Mumbai to Bangladesh next week. If I get it. If I don't get it, well, just move on. Is it like the reviews? What, Ryanair? Ryanair's got a reputation for being bad, but it's actually, they actually do good flights also sometimes. Yeah, it's just a reputation. And I think Mentor Pilot's a good one if you want to learn about aviation. Mentor Pilots, he did a video on Ryanair. Why do they have such hard landings? It's because they're low cost airfare, low cost, yeah. So they're going to smaller airports rather than they go to Heathrow. They're gonna go to like London, or I don't know, London City or like a much smaller airport. And because of that, the runways aren't always like the cleanest. They might be a little bumpy. So when they come in for a landing, yeah, it ends up being a harder landing. Hey, Air Stud. We just passed through a storm. It was below us anyways. Alan was on earlier, and I saw Alan on Captain Canada's stream, and I was like, we both were gonna go pick up Captain Canada at the airport, and then I was like, oh, I thought like he lives here in Halifax. No, he lives in Winnipeg. He's like flying to Winnipeg tomorrow. He's rampaging. Yeah, that's what Alan said. He's not around anymore because he went to go eat, and he's got early flight tomorrow. Go back to Winnipeg. Yeah, you might know him. Yeah, kind of neat that there's local on the channel. Yeah, I know. Because even like showed up in the chat last Saturday. Forget his name, but he found me. He's out of Moncton. Well, like Trent found me. He's from like he was out of Moncton, but from here. But there was this other guy in Moncton, and I thought they were somehow connected, but they weren't. But both in Moncton, and they find me because of a Halifax Maritimes tour, like almost 3 years ago. Sorry, I was in a long meeting, coincided with another long meeting that coincided with another long meeting. What's all the, was it between Qantas and Virgin? Nice job getting us bird to cruise, yeah. Oh, it's easy. Hey, you know, Robert, why doesn't this work? Why can't we crank this? My E-Jet, in September, I'm going to be able to crank and open up the windows. Get some ventilation when you're up, you know, at 30,000 feet. Actually, you don't really fly higher than 30,000 in the E-Jet, but But yeah, crank that open. So I saw Marius from FSS, not FFS, but FSS. Yeah, he posted a couple of videos of things that he's working on for the next one. I'm like, wait a second, aren't they supposed to be on holidays for 2 weeks? He's working for 2 weeks while on holidays for 2 weeks. At least he's working on this stuff and working to get a better update than, you know, Phoenix. Oh yeah, we're gonna put on an update now. We're not gonna check the bugs. Oh, we just have 12 testers, but we've got about like 10,000 clients. But I think it's a good ratio for testers to, hey, you know, we have 12 paid testers. Why don't we put this out now? Then we can get 10,000 testers for free. Wow. Yeah, let's do some damage. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do today. And then boom, update within 5 hours. At my office, we do meetings through shared. When there's an impasse, we make decisions based on who has the best landing rate. I was gonna say, you make decisions based on who's sitting to your left. Whoever's sitting to your left, they get to make the decision. And if you're like you're sitting around a campfire singing Kumbaya, well, sorry, but you're all screwed because no one's ever going to be able to make a decision because it's always going to be the next person beside you on your left. All right, we passed through the storm. Got some Spanish music, Spanish party music for Ibiza. The closer we get to Ibiza, the more I'm like in a party mode. Talking about parties, just come out tonight. We got community flights, Pacific West Coast, and Comanche. And it's in Washington. That's how I spelt it on Flight Simulator forums. Washington. Xenoc told me, you gotta misspell. I looked, I'm like, oops. And Art Mechanic, you were asking a while ago, you know, you should fly Ryanair. Well, the thing is all the boarding was done by Ryanair Blue, the French part of the company, rather than Jet2.com. Even though we had stairs right there in front of us for Jet2.com. GSX was like, you want Ryanair UK or Ryanair Blue? It's like, Ryanair Blue. I saw some pictures of Tijuana. It's like, ooh. I know Americans would like that airport for all the. It's like the Ibiza Yeah, it's like the Ibiza for Western Americans. Go to Tijuana. I think they probably go get some stuff there that rhymes with it. They probably go there to do some stretching. Like Captain Canada has been like talking about stretching and stretching and stretching and stretching, and because I'm pretty sure I know what he means. He's talking about like weed and stuff, but I looked it up. Stretching is not weed. Stretching is it's like heroin shooting up. Like, yeah. Kids, don't do drugs. Stay in school. Yeah, I heard that. You know, kids stay in school. When I was a kid, so I stayed in school for what, 35 years. Still remember I was at university, went over to a friend's place where a couple of friends were in the elevator, and then there's this guy in there, like a guy in his like 50s, 60s. He looks a little beaten up, like not like just like age, and like you can see like he's probably had like a hard life. And he saw one of our t-shirts showing up university we went to. He's like, oh yeah, I'm an alumni. He's like, yeah, I remember going to class. I'd be at the back of the class. He'd be drunk all the time. I'm like, yeah, I can tell because you still look like you're drunk. Like, you had some problems. So kids, art and mechanic, stay in school, become a mechanic. Become a mechanic, or do like Patel did. I forget the name of his character, but wasn't he in a call center? Slumdog Millionaire? In a call center? And then somehow he ends up on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then he wins. But that's very odd that you would ever get to that point. Get all your money that way. That's chance. Can't let life go to chance. Next week, I'll teach you about business. I'll teach you about the aircraft business. I'll teach you about the aircraft business. An on-air airline manager. My previous experience with an on-air airline manager, I still remember. I started here in Halifax, and then quickly within a week, I was building out, and I started having AI pilots, hiring them. Then I got these like flights out to Ottawa. Then I'm into like Michigan, and I had set my guy to go to Gary, Illinois. So it was, the Chicago Gary Airport. And then from there go somewhere else. Well, there was no FBO there for fuel. So he gets stuck there. He has no fuel. And I gotta get someone else, hire someone else to fly out to go get fuel at another place, bring the fuel over to Gary so that the other one can fuel up. And by that time, I went bankrupt. Should you buy the PMDG 737? All right, so right now you've got four versions. You got the 600. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. But you got the 600, the 700, 800, and 900. Cheapest one's the 600. It's also the fastest, but it's nobody flies it. You want to be realistic? If you want to be realistic, you've got to go with you have to go with the 800. It's the most used. And then the 700. The 900 is price wise is between the 800 and the 600. But I would recommend just go with the 800 because you don't need all four of them really, unless you want to get very technical. But I know you're a kid from your channel. I know you're a kid, so you don't have money to buy all four of them. All right, I gotta go for a minute. I'll be right back. Where's All right, back from business class. No, not that type of business class. Like, I know the high school's kids are like, what, business class? Like, no, business class, like on the plane, like you're wheeling and dealing business, you know? I think I'll get the 800. I do have money. I've got a job as a soccer ref. Made 900 this summer and used the majority. Brain, nice. Good job. Save up your money. That's the best way of doing things. If you ever go to business school teaches you about leverage. Using debt to leverage to then create more revenue. But the thing is debt is not always a good thing. I know some people are like, all debt is bad, and then there's some that are like, oh yeah, there's good debt and there's bad debt. No, debt is debt. But I think when they talk about good debt, because then they look at, well, yeah, but your house, you should go in debt for your house. Yeah. But they look at it because the asset appreciates. But to go into debt for a car or for a PC, well, in your case, the PC is just for enjoyment. If your PC's for business, well, then you can write it off for business. And that is your accounting tidbit. Your accounting tidbit from Tim Hortons. Next week we'll talk about the airline business. Just I really want to flight sim and yeah, it's pretty much the best one out there. Like, yes, they're gonna come out with the 777, but a 777 is for long haul flights, and I would say, yeah, PMDG and the Phoenix, although their mishap yesterday, are like the top two for like airline. Comanche is best for general aviation, and then all the rest just fall under after that. Still got plenty of ways before we get to the start of our descent. Probably Corda. And yeah, you would want the PMDG 738 versus like a Captain Sim 738 Max or something. Because that's like flying a hollow aircraft. LFO, I think that's the Airbus factory. Fuel, yeah, that's just because we don't have fuel in the middle. Turn that off. Too loose. That's what it is. Too loose. Your shoes are too loose. Marsh. But tell you about PMDG. Now that they have Mathij Koch, former project manager from Aerosoft, now over. I wonder exactly what's he gonna do. A lot other, even people were beating up on him in the PMDG forums, and I'm like what? Like, just welcome the guy. Instead of they're like, oh no, we don't want him here. It's like, doesn't matter if you want him or not. It's Robert's choice. You don't get to choose. You don't get to choose who Robert hires or not. But yeah, like people are like, oh, he brings stuff over, but like, it's his bad reputation, and he doesn't talk well with customers. But after all this, I'm gonna save loads of money. All right, better save loads of money. Need to go to university someday. And I probably not go to pilot school, because that's a pile of money, and you don't get a return on that until a lot later on in life. It's the same thing as being a lawyer. It's like, I spent like 7 years at university. You come out, like I had a friend, after his undergrad, went over to law school. He comes out, he's making like $24,000 a year doing like 80 hours a week. I'm like, dude, that's like less than minimum wage, like super cheap. Okay, that's paid for PPL. Yeah, all right. Then get your PPL. They're gonna pay. Might as well. But if you have to pay for it, yeah, because the pay scale. I'm not in that industry, but I know people in that industry, and it's like it takes a while before your pay goes up. It's like making like 24,000 a year. This was like 10 years ago. They're like, dude, he was just doing family law, and I'm like, on top of that family law, it's like all you're dealing with is divorces, pretty much, and child custody. And I think nowadays he doesn't even practice law. And I think, like, for doctors, you spend all your time at university, then you have to do a residency, and even that you have to pay to do. You don't really get paid. Or, you know, like, you become an accountant. Thing is, you can try to go up the ladder all you want, but if you don't fit the politics in the firm and they spit you out, you can always go out on your own and compete against them, or not even compete against them and charge the same price. So to me, business is the best way to go, because a business degree, you could do anything. You could be a pilot if you really want to. With a business degree, just go get your PPL and your commercial license. You can actually start a business. You know how to write a business plan. Go get a PPL on its own. Well, then you're just going to be an employee, or you're going to have to try to figure things out. Then you're trying to figure things out, then you have to come see a guy like me that helps you out. That's pretty much what I was just doing. Pick up the phone. Yeah, let's talk about business. All right, now let's come back to flying. I'm gonna take a look at how far we are. You'll have to see restored. Broken. $164 nautical miles till top of descent. Gonna go flaps 30, 142. How do I get auto? You'd think I would know how to. I've used auto before, but it's a different button. Man. Xbox controller mapping? No. I was an air cadet back in the day. That is how I got my glider license, my PPL. Then joined the Air Force. Started off with a glider license. Wow. So were you in the forces when you had the glider license? Before your PPL? Yeah, we're gonna send you over. We're gonna send you over to Europe in a glider. You're gonna have to shoot down the enemy with a glider. So what you gotta do is you gotta report to Gander, and in Gander we got a launch system that's gonna launch your glider. And you're gonna fly across over to Europe, and we're gonna give you only like a BB gun, and you have to get rid of the enemy with that. 16 was glider, 17 was PPL. Forces at 18. Wow. I almost joined the forces at like 32 or 33? Yeah, 32. I was like, I was asking my brother, I'm like, I'll never get through basic. He's like, no. He's like, you'll get through basic. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I don't like the heights and stuff. He's like, doesn't matter. It's like, you'll get through it. He's like, one guy in his platoon, they was afraid, like had a phobia of water, and he did his swimming. Like, okay. But they rejected me anyway, so it's too smart for them. But it's weird, like how the military doctors thought I'd be blind by now. My doctor's like, no, you're fine. Come over to this office. Zip. Laser surgery. Boom. Military. Nope. All right. And that's when I got into X-Plane 10, because I wanted to look at air traffic, because one of the 3 jobs I had applied for was air traffic control. But I didn't get in because son of a gun. It's like dealing like at a call center. I guess maybe I could have been that, and then did like Slumdog Millionaire, then get onto the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, win $1 million, and then get out of the forces. But the Forces, it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Then you're like, okay, well, how are we gonna fly today? What are we gonna fly? It's in maintenance for like 5 weeks. What are we gonna fly today? Oh, well, you know, you gotta hurry up. Yeah, but what are we hurrying up for? We got 5 weeks. Oh no, you gotta hurry up. Plane might arrive tomorrow. Yeah, but it's gonna be 5 weeks. Is this the French Alps? And it's not really the Alps down here. I think we actually might be in Spain. Uh, 106 till top of descent. All my head is in the air. That almost sounds like you're in VR. I wonder if the actual livery is like this, because that's Jet 2 and then the dot, but there's no column. I don't know. Comanche version 1.2.0. So you better update before tonight's community flight. Release today. Please run your A2A updater when you are ready to update. The updater can be found in the same place as the manual, etc. under your Windows Start button. A2A simulations. says improved wing flex animation to work properly at all frame rates. Improved cockpit glass transparency for better clarity. Because some people, they can't stand the dirt that's actually on the plane. Like, they want this like fake, fictitious looking windscreen that looks pristine. Yeah, it's a long list. Holy moly, it is a long list. So, improved cockpit glass transparency, particularly with high-end VR headsets. Added support for ambient sounds with doors and windows open and during walk around. Added support for mono Bluetooth headset with low sampling rate. Added function to EDM like EDM music. EDM 830 to reset fuel use by holding both buttons. Big shock cooling warning, not showing when it should. Added additional protection against false prop strikes caused by terrain errors. Reduced lift provided by flap gap seals. Additional tuning of ground physics. Added tablet brightness slider. Improved handling of magneto starter shortcuts. Added starter button response to magneto events. For improved hardware panel compatibility. Added function to remove registration placard in cockpit with mouse click. Remove clicking sound from GPS and COM radio volume knobs. Fix ADF on-off sound. And reduce size of click spots to hide and show yokes. Reduce? I couldn't even close it last night. Like I couldn't hide the yoke on the pilot side. Fix fuel quantity gauges tooltip. Fix small issues in external model. Left windshield frame. Elevator trim rivets. There's a whole list. It's all on Facebook. It'll be posted all over the place. But cabin door latch animation. Fix door opening in multiplayer. Because when you'd open up your door in multiplayer, someone else could just jump in your cockpit, take off. It's called shared cockpit. Yeah, the wing flex seem pretty darn exaggerated. Yeah, but I think they're actually increasing it. Oh, okay. Fix bug that caused extreme wing flex movement at around 20 FPS. Alright. So yeah, it was exaggerated. GA aircrafts don't generally look like a bird flapping its wings. It seemed grocerless, much smaller than these release notes. Yep. Definitely. .48 out. Winds here, 4 knots. Wow. So we got to be above 5,000 once we, yeah, because I remember when I put the flight plan in, it was like 37,000 and then 5,000. I'm like, what? And it's only like a 50 nautical miles in between. I'm like, that's, but no, it's above 5,000. So you don't have to be at 5,000 at that point. Should close that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up on air tonight so that I can like play with it tomorrow while watching the kids, but somehow use AI pilots because I won't be able to fly during the daytime. Well, maybe in the afternoon when it's nap time, but I might want a nap too. I think we gotta go to like EDM music or something. We're getting very close to Ibiza. Let's see, EDM. Wait. What the Spanish? Oh. There we go. We got some EDM now. Oh man. 15% off. VRS Direct Force Pro Formula steering wheel. Oh, but there's no display on it. No. Garbage. Ibiza has great beaches. Very fun island. Yeah, actually, if you say it like that, it sounds like completely different. I was in Mexico and the tour guide, he's like, you know, when I was growing up, it's like I would always confuse the two words, beaches and bitches. It's like, oh, look, it's a nice bitch, and it's the beach. You got any DJ Testo? I don't know who this is. We're on vacation a few weeks ago, and actually end of June now. Wow. And I'm like, my daughter wants me to read her a story, and I took the book and I just made something up, and I was like, I don't know, like a East European type of accent, and I'm like going on about like there was something about like there was a beach. The beach had a kid and it was a son of a beach. And I'm like just going off. I think my mother-in-law even heard, because we're like with my in-laws, like everyone could hear me read it, like telling this like goofy story in like a Eastern European type of accent. All right, enough of that. FMC. We gotta drop this like it's hot, because we gotta be at 5,021 nautical miles. All right. Cabin crew, prepare to go vertical. Let's bring this all the way down to 5,000. Drop it like it's hot. Isn't like Ibiza just like a beach? Like it's very small. I think it's the smallest of them all. Because you got Ibiza, then you got Palma de Mallorca, and then you have Menorca. So we can start seeing the island of Palma de Mallorca. Now I don't have Palma de Mallorca. I have Menorca and Ibiza. And because I have like, this is I had it as version 1, then I9 Builds came out with their Ibiza, and then Sim Wings actually went to a V2. So this is the first time I see the V2. V1, like V2's been out since December. I think I was at V1 probably 2 years ago. Marsh, your employer feeds you? Then you shouldn't work from home anymore. Go back to the office. Get free meal. My friend lives in Palma. Here it's not. I was gonna say here it's not Cinco de Mayo. It's never Cinco de Mayo. But it would be Cinco de Mayo, because all their C's, it's like a TH rather than sync, like a S. But that's Mexico, and Mexico is Cinco de Mayo. Their independence from the Spaniards. How did that happen? There was like 4 likes. It was like 3 likes. Someone revoked their like. Woo. And then they left. Wow. Drama. More drama, more people, I guess. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Well, yeah, now I see that 4 is back. The 4 is back. Can we get a 5? Can we get a 5? we're at an auction here. We got a 5. Can we get a 6? Can we get a 6 here? Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, yeah. Can we get 300, please? Home from work early today. Ooh, sweet. Happy Friday, everybody. Ah, a flight so much better today than yesterday. Everything's working. And you're home early so that you can brush up on your GA aircraft skills for tonight's community flight up in Washington. 8 p.m. Atlantic time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Central time, 5 p.m. Mountain time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Do I have Volanta? I do, but I don't use it. I was just told yesterday about my flight, my second flight. I had to do a manual pirate for Southwest. They said, we'll take your stream as the evidence, but you should have either a VATSIM or Volanta or something tracking the flight. I'm like, yeah, but you can watch my stream. You'll see exactly what I actually did and what actually happened. Volanta won't tell you that your simulator froze. You need to know if someone has Volanta Premium. All right. So what do you want to wait? What do you want to know about Volanta Premium? Because I can tell you. Because when I purchase Premium, it won't load. Well, that's a support question. I'm not technical support here. You're best to go into the Volanta Discord and ask them. I'm pretty sure they'll gladly want to help you. Unlike Navigraph, you go into their Discord, you got an issue, they're like, yeah, go to our forum, because according to our rules, we don't give support in Discord. Well, what's the point? What's the point of having a Discord? But yeah, that's what I would recommend. If it's not working, report that on Volanta's Discord. 23,000. We're gonna make it? What if we go into level change? Yeah, message. Wish I joined you. Going to be a preseason Browns game tonight. I was like, son, nice. Wow, sorry to tell you, they're gonna lose. The Browns. Since Belichick left there, they haven't really been that hot, other than been hot in the news, like with Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football. Actually, Johnny Football there, he's got they got a Untold on him on Netflix now. It just released this week, at least here in Canada. Maybe you guys don't get that in the US. Texas, the Texans smacked the Patriots last night. Yeah, probably with their third string quarterback. So is Tom Brady, is he going to play for the, I was going to say the Oakland Raiders, but for Las Vegas, is he going to play? Because he's now part owner of the team. What kind of shit music exists? You body and ding-a-ling. Definitely EDM music. Yeah. Work it. It's definitely Ibiza music. All right, I gotta put course on. I won't tell you what happens between that course and that course. Work. Serving, like, what is this junk? Confidence is key. Yeah. Move on. All right, we're off yeah, but we're still on standard until 6,000 is the transition altitude. All right, we got a bunch of people in here. I want to see your landing rate predictions in the chat, please. Landing predictions in the chat. The winner will get a 10% off coupon for Contrail. You all get it. $240. Am I landing uphill? All right. And today we're going off of the I know two of them pop up on the screen because we got the fly live, but I don't see that. I only see the one that stays on from Flow Pro. So we're gonna go with the Flow Pro one. There you go, James. Mine is 240. Airstead's like, I know this he's going around way too high. High and bumpy. How much more do we got? $63? Yeah, we should be able to make it. I'll come in with an auto land 20. Minus 20. Welcome to Ibiza, home of son of a beach. Lots of nice beaches here, according to James. According to James. It's like when I was in St. John's, Newfoundland, I get a cab downtown, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, Newfoundland, we got the prettiest woman in the world. And he's got like this like big Newfoundland accent. And I see his teeth. He's missing teeth. They're all crooked. And I'm like, what the hell's this guy talking about? Like, hopefully, like, doesn't look like his standards are that high, you know? I'll stick with minus 350, very high as always, but he'll touch down in the landing zone of the opposite end of the runway. Oh man. Yeah. He's Q&H is 1019er. Actually, we'll bring this right down to 3,000. The fact that the Phoenix claims that with the new version you have to put turbulence on low for it to feel. Yeah, that seems lame. I was on low before, and now in my my third or probably fourth return, I've now gone to realistic, and now they want me to go to super lame. No. I left her turb on realistic last night and it seemed fine. Yeah, I took off last night realistic and it was quite realistic. There was no turbulence. We're gonna shut the chart off, get our max FPS. I think we need to expedite this a little bit. Speed brakes on. Landing lights. Yep. Landing lights. And you skid to 3. Maybe I should do it at 4. Yep, we should be fine. We should be fine. Now it's just we have to get the speed back. Once you get the speed down, gonna flip flaps. There we are. Ibiza, we're coming for ya. Kamikaze style. Hopefully not. All right, there we go. Flaps 1. $350, $240, $675. Anybody else have any predictions? You could win a 10% off coupon for Contrail Web Store. Someone that just showed up, they're like, oh yeah, it's a contest. Yeah, but anyone can get it. It's right there. The last piece in the chat. We'll have something different. Well, we'll have something next week. I actually have it now, but I'm gonna wait. Do some giveaways over a couple of weeks. So we're about 17 out. So actually from Osnock to D6, there's a little dip from 3,000 down to 2,000, and then it's the wide slope. Hey, I thought I muted myself. Yeah, I can't see it with this cloud. Flaps 2. Ten miles out, you're down. The speed brake off. Still don't really see it. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Last 15. Oh man. Oh bad. Oh, like a big flop. Kapow! Why is it showing? What? It says no entry. Is that what it showed up on the screen? By 20. Welcome to Ibiza. You might have lost your arm and your leg. Not just... We don't charge high fares, but we do charge an arm and a leg. That was not the best taxi exit either. Then a night you'll never forget. The flight to Ibiza. Holy smokes. That landing. I decided not to go with Ryanair, but so I went with Jet 2. Oh, it was even worse. It was even worse. I'm the winner. I was the closest. You win a 10% off coupon to Contrail. Ah, ah, ah. It's like Oprah. You get one, you get one, you get one, and you get one too. Hey, actually, let's go over here to the gate.
I lost. Here's what would have been my 10% discount.
Thanks a lot, Marsh, for the super chat. Your 10% discount. Thank you. Let's turn in here. I've never looked at I builds Ibiza, but this definitely looks better than version 1. A lot better. And actually version 1 looked good from what I remember. This is only my second time here. Is he gonna tell me to stop? No, he's not. GSX. All right, put parking brake on. We can pull back the flaps, retract them, and get the landing lights off. Guys, like, turn those lights off. We can. Although if this were the Price is Right, it might have been the closest without going over. That's right. That is right. Closest without going over. Actually, let's see. I was pretty far down. Almost a butter. 1.51 G's. 0 bounces. Let's go change the camera. Do a little tour of this airport. So we can turn off the engine so we don't have to hear it screaming. So this is Sim Wings. They're it's not Aerosoft, but Sim Wings. Aerosoft's the publisher, while Sim Wings is the developer, and Contrail is the web store where you can get it at 10% off. But I think this one might have been on sale until Saturday. And if it is, well, you just get a 10% off of that discount that's already there. Talking about the Price is Right. Marsh, tell me, what game does this remind you of from The Price is Right. What game does this remind you of? Looks like it looks like Marsh. It's like, oh man, I lost at this game. I'm stuck at the office with my tie. She's all happy. This reminds me of the money punching game off of The Price is Right. That's what it reminds me of. News and books. Wow, they actually have the O'Leary's restaurant right in here. Wow, it's crazy. I didn't know people were so pixelated. Hey, Starbucks. I need to get some more Starbucks. Paul. Okay, what's Paul? Yeah, very nice out here. Very, very well designed. What? Lots of details. Textures are good. And the EDM music just makes it even better. This is what I was looking forward to. The playground. Hey, mommy, look, I'm on a rocket ship. I'm on a rocket ship. The sorties salidas. Ah, parking lot. Nice parking lot. Yeah, really good job. Because V1 doesn't have people. Because V1 came out when people didn't exist. It was the land before time. Petrie, the pterodactyl in Land Before Time, and Littlefoot. Guys are like, man, some of these kids in here, they're like, what's he talking about? Land Before Time? This guy's a dinosaur. I sure am compared to you. Is this a police station? Cafeteria La Ponderosa. Hey, they have the American Ponderosa here. Looks very simplistic. But actually, that is handcrafted, because you wouldn't have a sign like that in here. What? What the? Wow. Yeah. Casino de Ibiza. You know what happens here at Ibiza? Yeah. Nightclubs, disco, and casino. All on a supermercados tour. Texture here, that parking lot's a little fuzzy. Must have had a few at the club first. How many espressos did you have? You're full of energy. It's because I had my espresso very late. I had it like at 11:30. I think I wasted about like almost 3 hours watching YouTube. Like, son of a guy, I gotta get some work done. I think it's the music. It's the music. It's like there's the fire department. So that's where they work during the day, and at nighttime, well, they work at that club. They're either the bouncer something else. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Tower is modeled. It's always a nice place to take screenshots. But unless you're like a streamer, where are you gonna put your pictures? You gonna put it on your Facebook and send it to your family and friends? They're gonna be like, what a loser. I was at that airport in real life and I took a real picture. Yeah, well, hey, I didn't have to spend $3,000 to fly there. But yeah, really nice airport. Version 2 of Aeropuerto de Ibiza. And saying that in Spanish, hopefully I can get something in Mexico soon, but we'll have to wait to see if they respond and if they actually understand English, because everything on their Facebook page is in Spanish. So I started off my message in Spanish. I don't know, I might have to do the rest in Spanish. Well, that's it for this stream. Thanks a lot for coming by. Tonight we got community flights. You can take a look at the channel and it'll tell you exactly when. And it's right there on the channel. Chat's right there in the channel. Bring your Comanche. Don't bring your damn Airbus, because we'll switch we'll switch zones on you. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.